how many paddlers we've got in this heat, Matty, because your friend Christoph may well qualify as the 7th slowest paddler. So that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? So we've got the next race up and ready, up and running, and
an infinity board at the front, in front of a starboard. We've got in this race Michael Weidman from USA, Vincent Guillaume from France, Eric Ozol from Canada, Connor Hartnett from Ireland, Andrew T from Great Britain, Eric Carter from USA, North Carolina, and Christophe Connery. He's got a French name, but he's actually established in Chile. So representing Chile, a Frenchman who was on the podium last year, I believe. I can't remember which discipline. I'm going to have to look at my notes.
Okay, well, let's give a big shout out while I can for Mr. Andrew T from Oxford SUP Club. He is racing here with his son Max T, who we'll see later in the juniors. But Max, you did well to qualify yesterday, and we are looking forward to seeing you in this tech race. A big shout out to Andrew T from Oxford SUP Club in the UK. And let's see if we can spot who is in the lead for this race on an infinity board.
I know that Christophe Connery now trying to accelerate a little bit now, taking first spot. Nicely done there for Christophe Connery. Is now in first position. The Frenchman from Chile, representing Chile on a starboard. He was actually not on the on a podium, but in 2022 he was 4th in the long distance, and he's currently in the lead. He's got 2 people in the chase behind him, an Infinity Blackfish, same model as I have back home.
Pretty close racing here.
And the third, an NSP, that's Vincent Guillaume, the famous French coach, who's been coaching many top athletes.
Where is he based, Matty?
He's based in Brittany. He's the, one of the famous riders he's been coaching is Titouan Puyol. As well as Yona Rivet. They live in the same area, so they travel to most events together. Vincent Guillaume was actually 4th last year in the technical race event. He was also 4th in the long distance last year, so watch out for the coach, the French coach, now taking 2nd place behind Christophe Connery, pushing that Infinity board rider 516. Who's that? 516. That's Eric Carter, of course. How did I miss on that? Eric Carter from North Carolina, the father of Campbell. And then 531, that would be Michael Weidman from the US. So 2 Americans chasing Frenchmen, 2 Frenchmen, one representing Chile and the other one representing France. Starboard NSP at the front, and the bald-headed gentleman at the front is Christophe Connery from France/Chile on a starboard all-star.
Looking good, and you can see that wind has definitely picked up a little bit more, hasn't it? We've got a safety boat out on. We have a boat out on the course, actually. In fact, we've got 3 boats out on this quite short course, which is great. They're just checking that the paddlers are A, safe, B, they're just seeing them in. So
and look, Vincent Guillaume, the French coach, has just made his move on his fellow Frenchman, Christophe Connery, now taking the lead on that NSP board. Vincent Guillaume also travels a lot to Spain, where he works with Daniel Pares at
the legend that is Daniel.
Another legend, of course, at Clube Deportivo Pares, or Pares Water Sport, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, youth training group in the world. And look at Christophe Matvey. That's the previous race. Christophe Matvey paddle against Parkinson, getting out of the of our screen. Actually, here we go.
Fantastic! Great that they're featuring this young man, isn't it? And finishing, and he's done it. Just awesome.
Fantastic, and he's
Well
actually
done.
through. He's actually through to the quarterfinals. So we're going to see more of Christophe Matvey from paddle against Parkinson. Finishing strong, Vincent, 2 Frenchmen. One represents France, the other one Chile. Vincent Guillaume and Christophe Connery finishing the race, NSP versus starboard. And Eric Carter, that's Campbell's dad, on Infinity, on an Infinity Blackfish model, finishing the course in 3rd place. 1 to 7 are through to the quarterfinals. So these guys have zero pressure.